beautiful people, it's your girl T, and we're starting our new series in Animorphia by Kerby Rosanes. Okay, so in this series, we will be using a budget-friendly pencil, and I'm sure many of you have heard of them. If not, it is Prang colored pencils, okay? So I just want to show you the color charts that I have for this pencil and just tell you a little bit about them. Okay, so as you can see, these are very vibrant, bright colors. Okay, a nice range of colors. The set that you're seeing now that I'm showing you the swatches for are for the 50 set. This is the 50 set. And in this set, you will also get a gold and silver, which is pretty nice for a budget-friendly set. Now, the pencils are, and I actually got a lot of this information from their website. So, I mean, some of the information is just obvious, like the fact that they have round barrels. Okay, the barrels are round. They are 3.3 millimeter barrels. It has real wood casing. They are a hard pencil, so they are considered to be break resistant. It says on their website that they resist fading. And you know, with budget friendly pencils, you will have fading. That's just a part of, you know, it being a budget friendly pencil. It's not an artist grade. It's made for children or aspiring artists who just want to test, you know, their skills out with something. The colors are on the pencil in 3 different languages. Okay, so that's a plus, because there's a lot of budget-friendly pencils that are on Amazon that don't have names. They just have numbers. Some don't have either or. So that's a plus. These are non-toxic. Okay, they're non-toxic pencils. And they have a smooth core and it's a wax core. But like I said, it's hard. So, you know, when you're using these, you may have to press a little harder depending upon the paper. Now, these the Prang comes, they come in, I believe, several different sizes, but the ones I found were on Amazon, and the prices are pretty reasonable, I would say. You have the 12 set for $3.99. They have the 24 set for $8.01. They have the 36 set for $10.24. And right now, currently, they have the 50 set, which is the set here that I'm showing you the colors to. They have this set here, the 50 set, for $6.29. And it is marked down, so that's a really good price. For those of you who are on a budget and want a nice, vibrant color pencil, I would say Prang is, you know, a good pencil to pick up. Okay, so I'm going to show you the picture I've decided to color in. And okay, I'm going to do this picture here with this toucan. And I was going to put a piece of paper or my little folder behind this page to prevent, you know, it from marking this page with some of the black ink. But because this glue is really stuck to the page, I can't completely open this binding here. Like, I can't break this binding. So the picture is actually inside of the crease and it is glued. So when I put this little folder behind this page, it's buckling the page up and I'm not going to be able to color like that. So we're going to go ahead and just work as is. So let me just take this off. All right, so what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to be working on all of the branches and the foliage, okay? And I'm going to keep this simple so that we can get through this. And I'm going to be using 5 colors. And I'm going to start with my lightest green. I'll show you the lightest green that I'm going to be using is light green. My second, the middle green is yellow green. My darkest green will be green. And then I'm using 2 browns at this time. So the lightest brown is cocoa. And the darkest brown that I will be using is sepia. Okay, so as you can see down here at the bottom, I wanted to test the pencils out on the page just to see how well they're going to work on this. As you can see, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Let's see here. As you can see, it looks nice, but to achieve this, I had to press pretty hard. So I have a feeling I'm going to get hand cramps in this video. But, you know, I want to do this because that's what I decided to do. And it will be a challenge. And I don't know about you, but I do like challenges. Okay, let me zoom back out and get this back in frame. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start. Actually, I'll start at the top here. So we'll go ahead and start at the top. Okay, so I'm going to start with my lightest brown, which is cocoa. All right, this is going to be a little color and chat slash speed through if my hand starts to hurt and I have to stop. All right, so again, I'm starting with cocoa, and I'm just going to lay my first color down nice and light because, again, this paper is smooth. This is the first, I think, batch of Kerby Rosanes books that came out for Animorphia, and people were not too happy with the paper. So I think there is a reprint with better paper. I don't have that one. It's okay for me. I don't want to get a whole new Animorphia book, so I'm just working with what I have here. So basically, again, I'm just putting a nice light layer. Now you could have gone green for this if you wanted to, but I'm going to go with brown because we have a lot of green for this page. With me keeping this simple, I don't want to have too many different colors. Sometimes, you know, you can do a bunch of colors and it looks awesome. And sometimes you can do a lot of colors and you get lost in it. You're like, oh Lord, I use so many colors. I don't know how this looks, you know. So I try to keep it simple, especially for my videos, because really I just want to get, you know, a picture colored with you guys. So I'm going to come over here. Make sure I'm still in the frame because this is kind of a wide book. Let's pull this over a little. So yeah, so I hope you guys are doing okay. Summer is just moving right on along. It's hot as I don't know what here. Today we had heat index of 100. I'm sure it was hotter than that. I went out for lunch and I was like, oh my gosh. And then, of course, our day ended, or our drive home ended with a storm. So I'm going to move on down here. Anything that I want brown, I'm just going to color brown. Okay, that's how I usually work. So again, this is cocoa. So yes, we ended with a storm today. And I kid you not, we had lightning. It seemed like lightning in all 4 directions, north, south, east, and west. This was so strange. But you know, it's that time of the year for us where we're going to be It's peak season for hurricanes now. This is not because of a hurricane or anything out in the ocean that I know of, but we just had storms today. And I know actually starting Wednesday of this week, we will have rain every day until next Wednesday. So I'm not looking forward to that. That means that we won't be able to swim in the pool until that's all over with, which is a bummer because, it's something to do and pass time away, have a little fun with the little one in there. So we can get in, but as soon as the storm comes, it's like, okay, time to get out. But he's afraid of storms, so I prefer not to even be outside with one looming, in the distance, because he's gonna have a fit anyway. So, but yeah, the weather's not been all that great for us this summer. It's just been a lot of rain. I think we've had record amounts of rain this summer. And storms. Storms galore. Okay, so we're getting down in here. All right, so I'm going to also do this brown. Now, this is a double page spread, and I'm going to stop here. I'm not doing the double page. It's just going to be this page here. So I'm going to go ahead and color this branch. Lone piece of little branch sticking out. And as you can hear, like I mentioned earlier, that these pencils have hard lead, so they sound scratchy. Okay, so you can hear that. They can be scratchy at times. And again, it depends on the paper. I think that's with any pencil you use. The paper makes the difference, can make or break the way you feel about a pencil. So you really can't get a fair analysis of a pencil unless you've used it in every single type of paper you can think of. So even, budget friendly pencils, I give them a chance because they may not work well in one book, but they may work awesome in another book because the paper quality is a little different. And usually with hard lead pencils, I think from my own experience, I feel like those pencils prefer or do better on paper that has more tooth. Okay, so we're just again applying the cocoa to any place I want to add it. Okay, so I think that's all for the cocoa. All for the cocoa. All right, so now I'm gonna go, I'll start here where the toucan is. So now I'm gonna go and grab the sepia. And wherever I see where Kerby has given us some shadowing, I'm going to add the sepia. So I know a lot of people don't like books like this because they feel there's too much going on and they don't know, where to add the shading and the highlights and stuff like that. One good thing I like about Kerby is that he provides that for you with these types of lines. These lines can be a great indicator for a novice of where to shade. He's doing the shading for you with those lines, with the line work. Now you can add extra, like here I'm adding a little extra, but that's really up to you. You don't have to. You can just go based on what he has provided, or you can take it another level and add some yourself, like I'm doing here. So, it's all a preference as far as where to do your shading. Again, I'm keeping it simple. We're not going to have a lot of colors on this page. As far as like for the greenery and the branches, because a page like this can take days, and for some people it can take over a week or more to color because there's just a lot going on. We're going to keep it simple, and I'm going to move through this, you know, nice and quick. So here I'm going to add my own shading just because I think that should go there. But again, if you don't want to, don't. It's really your choice. All right, so as you can see, that was very simple. One color, the lightest brown. Second color, your darkest. Then I would come back with the lightest brown, the cocoa. And that's the cocoa. Oops, where is it? There, cocoa. And just, you know, go over the lightest area just a little bit if you want to. I will, because I kind of want this to be as vibrant as possible with these pencils. So I'm just going to lightly go over the lightest areas again. Hope everybody's getting some good coloring in. I've been coloring away. I'm trying to get that romantic country book finished. I was working on a page with my son. I mean, you know, while my son was doing homework, try to get that, you know, get as much done as I can. All right, so I'm going to just stand up and take a look. You can always get up, stand up, take a look at what you've done. And if you like it, you know, you can keep it the way it is. If you want to add more, you can. I'm going to add a little bit more sepia just because I want this to be a little darker in here. Okay. So I'm going to press a little harder this time because I'm not going to add any more layers. And by pressing hard like that, I'm actually burnishing the paper, so it probably won't accept any more after this anyways. You won't accept any more pigment once you burnish. It's kind of like you've compromised the paper. So, but that's okay because I know I was going to do that, or I knew I was going to do that. So I'm doing that right here, right now. All right, so I'm going to stand up and take a look, see if I like it, and I do. So we will go down this way, and we're going to work going back with, keeping with sepia down in this area. I've already done that, so I'll just go over that again with cocoa once I'm done. But we're going to go down here, and we're going to add some shading. Now, this area, he didn't do the same, like, lines close together to make it look like dark shading. So you can just down here wing it, take some of these lines and just add the sepia. I'm going to burnish a little bit, so burnish just means pressing hard to get the color down in there. I'm just picking some areas to add that dark color. All right, so I'm gonna go up here and do the same. I'm going to burnish a little bit. We'll take any more. I think I did that already, but we'll see. All right, so now I'm going to go back with my cocoa, and I'm just going to go over this ever so lightly just to give it some more brown where it's the lightest brown. Okay, just giving that some more brown. Are any of you guys doing any of the Instagram color alongs? I think I'll be able to enter this one in as long as it's done by the end of the month, which I'm sure it will be. And I forget which one. I think there's one like Jungle Birds or something like that. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and you know, submit this one for that. All right, so we're done with that branch coming down there that way. All right, so now I'm gonna, since we're down here, I'm gonna go ahead and work on this. I probably should have made that green, but that's okay. I'm not familiar with a lot of these jungle plants, and usually I would, you know, do reference, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to color it the way I want to. Okay, so now we're going to go back to the sepia, and I'm going to add sepia where he has these dark lines. I'm just going to add some sepia here. And I'm going to bring it down. And down here where we have all this darkness. And then this doesn't have any of the lines, but I'm still going to add some sepia. And kind of like following the same pattern as here. So just along this side. All right, so then I'll go back to the cocoa. And it's cocoa. And just add a little bit more brown just to blend that in a little bit better. Alrighty. Alrighty. Okay, so now I'm going to move my page over and we're going to work in this area. And I'm going to go back to sepia. So again, only two colors being used for the browns in this book, sepia and cocoa. So now I'm back to sepia. So I'm going to, now here it's the same thing. I mean, you could assume that that the lines where you're supposed to shade are here. So we're going to assume that, and then some of these other ones we're going to choose, but I'm going to kind of go out this way. And I'll pick another one in here, because you kind of want to give the effect like the effect that the branch has, you know, a lot of grooves and stuff in it, because that's how he's drawn it. Has a lot of like looks viney almost. So I'll just do that, and it's going to be hard for me to get in this crease, so you guys bear with me here. I think I'm just going to do this because it's so hard to get in there. And just do that. And we'll leave that light and we'll add some of that cocoa there. All right. So now I'm going to come up here and do the same with the sepia. Assuming that the darkness is down here, the shadow. Again, we're in that crease. I'm going to also do it here. Take some of these lines. So we're gonna have much to chat about. Just been a kind of tiresome month in a way. My son is in year-round school. We're back to the cocoa. So my son's in year-round school, so you know he's in school already. He's been in school for several weeks actually, and he's already asking, "What am I tracking out? What am I tracking out?" Because he's already exhausted. They switched his track to a new track number. The whole school's this new track number, and so this track is like 9 weeks in, 4 weeks out. So he's never done that yet. He was in 3 weeks, out 3 weeks, like that. So he's got a long way to go before he's tracked out. And I hope he can make it. He's got to make it. There's no choice. There's no choice in the matter. But you could already tell he's getting tired because he's not used to that track. So, but I reward him on Fridays with ice cream, and I always say, Christian, tomorrow's Friday, and on Thursday I say, tomorrow's Friday, we made it. We made it to Friday, and he just looks at me like, when are we tracking out? But yeah, so when do I get to just get up and watch TV? So, all right, so there is that. I'm going to move over to this side of the page, and we're going to work over here. And I'm going to use my sepia. And we're just going to, this side, he did add some shading, so we can use that as a guide. Here you can use that. I don't know how many people have this, like Kerby Rosanes. I love Kerby books. I think these are so awesome. He has a new one coming out soon, or coming out in March of next year. And I think it's called World Within Worlds. I have already pre-ordered that because I have to have it. I've seen the nameplate page. Ooh, it's so nice. I shared that with my Facebook group, what that page looks like, and there people are like, "Oh yeah, I'm putting it on my list, and I'm like, "Yes, pre-order." So I'm so excited about that. That book. Like, I need another Kerby book because I'm not even colored. I haven't even finished coloring one of them. And I was like thinking about making that one of my challenge books to do one year. Well, kind of want to hold off because I'm going to be doing a full book buddy color with Lavelia and Ink House. We're going to try to do that one, finish that one next year and together. And then in my Facebook group, I'm still waiting for people to choose books to put into the poll, but it looks like people are going to be choosing, a lot of people are interested in doing a Teresa Goodrich book, which is fine because I've already completed one of her books. I'm hoping that we can do something else, but if that one's chosen, it's fine. But also people have chosen, and by the way, I'm back to sepia. People have also chosen Hannah Lynn, and I would love to finish a Hannah Lynn book. So fingers crossed. I think we also have someone adding to the poll Gnomes in the Neighborhood, so a Denise Klett book, which is another cool book to try to complete, but that book has so many pages. Oh my gosh, that book has so many pages. And the only thing also about doing a Hannah Lynn book is you get 2 of each. So we'll have to figure out, are we doing the whole book, even the duplicate pages, or are we just doing the Well, usually whole book means you're doing the whole book. Oh, I forgot something here. Go ahead and just add this, and we'll put some of the cocoa. Yeah, so hopefully, you know, we get to do another book, because right now, again, we're working on Romantic Country. And I mean, some people are doing like, I thought I was on a roll, but we have people like completing like 4 of those pages like a day, it seems like. They have whips. They have all these whips, but they're like finishing them up so fast, and I'm just like, ooh, I need to get busy. I thought I was doing good. So, but it's fun. I really enjoy doing this. You know, this full book as a buddy color, because it's like motivation. You can help other people finish a book who've never finished a book. And that's something that I wanted to do in my group, is like some things like to motivate people to color or to get excited about, you know, doing a whole book, because a lot of us have so many books and we never, you know, get to finish one because we're going from one book to the next. So this is a great way to kind of incorporate a book to focus on for the year, as well as, you know, doing coloring from other books. All right, so we're gonna move over here because I have a little branch over here I want to get, and then we'll start on some leaves. Yeah, so I'm really excited. So usually I like to try to commit to 3. Well, no, I'm sorry, 2. But this year I'm trying to be ambitious and commit to 3. But Ink House is not a huge book, so I'm thinking that one's going to be a little easier to complete. So I'm not sure. Oh, yeah. I said I was going to do the, yes, I almost forgot. So yes, I'm going to be doing the cat book, the Posh Cat Book by Chang, I think it's her last name. So yeah, that's the 3rd book. So whatever my group chooses, and the book with Lavelia from Lavelia's Coloring, and then the cat book. All right, so I'm back to cocoa right now, and I'm just adding some of that cocoa on the lighter areas, just to give a little bit more vibrancy. Sorry if my table is shaking or my camera is shaking. Okay, so there. I'm pretty happy with that. I'll bring in. Okay, so we're gonna now start on the green. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more of the cocoa over here. Just a little bit more. This doesn't match the other side, so I'll just add some more. I think I was a little bit too light-handed. So add a little bit more, and then we'll move on to some green. Yeah, that's much better. All right. Okay, so now we're going to move on to some green. And I'm so happy my hand does not hurt, you guys. I'm not having to press as hard as I thought I was going to have to. Just awesome. All right, so the first green I'm going to use is light green. Light green. All right, so we're going to start here at the top. Sorry about the background noise. I'm moving in my chair. And as you can see, it's very vibrant. I'm not pressing hard, but it's very vibrant. You know, these have a nice color. And that's what I like about some of the budget brands. You know, if you don't have a lot of money to spend on pencils, that's okay, because there are some great budget-friendly pencils out there. And I will, like I stated in other videos, I will be working with some of those. I just ordered another set to try to use. They're called Pluckus. And right now I saw them on Amazon for like $5, $5.99 I think. And they have a rating of, well, people are liking these pencils, and I think they are like 4.5 stars. So I figured, oh, that's a nice pencil to try. Oh, look, I forgot some brown. So I'm gonna put this in here real quick. Okay. Yeah, so I figured I'd get those because they're budget friendly. And I guess my what I'll be doing is I'll do one budget friendly pencil, you know, color and chat series, and then the next series will be with artist grade. So I'll go back and forth just to give people a variety of pencils that I'll use. What is that? Oh, that is not a leaf. Looks like some type of cocoon. So I will not color that. Pick a different color for that. Yeah, so that way we can get some variety going. Okay, I'm getting over here in the crease. It's gonna be kind of hard, but we'll get in there. This is what I don't like about the book sometimes when they have it, the picture going down in there. Because you kind of have to hold your page down to get in there. Yes, so that's the plan. So, and I'll be, you know, trying to incorporate using coloring books from the different color alongs that are on Instagram that I can, you know, complete for those color alongs as well. So that is my goal. I don't know if anyone else is doing the hashtag color your hoard. I'm trying to work on that too. There's a lot going on in the coloring world for me, so, and I'm sure it's like that for many of you. I hope that y'all are getting a chance to color. This is usually my only time to do so, is when I'm at home and Christian is off to bed. I can do my videos and I can work on my color charts. And still working on those right now. And they are, I keep making errors, but I'm just going with it. I'm just like, you know what? Because I'm using an actual hardbound sketchbook. So if I can't erase it, then I have to work around it. So, but I do like having them in that book. The paper is really nice. I can get a good feel of the pencil doing the swatches in there. And I'll show you guys that when I'm done with it. All right, so we have some nice, vibrant, light green going on there. Oh, sorry. I'm going to come over here. We're going to do those as well. I'll try not to make this video that long, but I do want to at least get, you know, a lot of this colored. So I'm going to be moving a little fast. And I'm going to probably, oh no, I won't speed through this because I think I can do this. Yeah, so if you guys have any suggestions for a coloring book you'd like to see me color in, or, you know, a pencil you'd like to see me use, if I have it, I'll let you know, and I can add that to my list of to-dos. so far, I think I've caught up on most of my to-dos. I have some things that I need to do. So I'll be working on those as well. So I'm going to do these all in a green. So, but before I do that, I want to come over here and work on these. Okay, so we're going to add the same, we're still using light green. I'm just going to add it to these leaves over here. So again, you guys can see these are very vibrant. They're working pretty nicely on this paper, even though it's pretty smooth. A lot of times when I don't use a pencil for a long time and then I pull it back out and work with it, I realize how nice of a pencil it is, even though it is a budget-friendly pencil. You know, just like Crayolas, I love them. I love to use those. A lot of people don't like hard pencils, but if you like hard pencils, then this is one that you could get, and it's very durable. I have not had to yet sharpen the tip, so we're doing good. And my browns are still pretty nice and not super pointy, but they still have a nice point on them to get, you know, into some of the smaller areas. And we're looking good with the green as well. Okay, we have one in the crease. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this up here with the, I want to do that brown. No, just keep that green, all green. I'm going to go ahead and color this in, and then I'll show you guys what I will do with the green, the next color green, and then I will probably speed through that because it's just going to be shading on these on the leaves. I don't want the video to be too long, and we're already at 40 minutes. And I think that will probably be it for the night. I'm traveling soon. I guess I could go into California. Woo woo. Going to California. My daddy retired. He's retired. And we're having a celebration for him. I'm so excited to be able to go. I didn't think I was going to be able to, but I was blessed and I'm able to go. So thank God for that blessing. And I'm going to go celebrate with my pops. I call them pops. So it's going to be a quick trip. So, you know, I didn't want to bring Christian because he's got school and the jet lag afterwards is going to be crazy for him. The last time he did that, he didn't have school, but he took a couple days to recover. And so I don't want him to miss school. He can't miss, a lot of school because they will send you notes and letters about that. If your child has missed so many days of school, what's up with that? And so you don't want them in your, getting on you for that. Oh, look at this. Here's another one over here I gotta color. This is from the other side of the, because this is a double page spread. I might have to go ahead and do the other side on another, you know, off camera, just to finish the whole double page spread, because that's gonna look weird to me, like having this from the other side and I'm not doing the other side. Oh, look at this. Look, some of this I can get to and some can't. Look at that. That is so funky how they glued that. Wow. So I'm gonna try to get in there since I can fold that down. Wow. That is weird. I'm not gonna fool with that. Okay, so I'm gonna get back down in here. Sorry guys. Got on a tangent on that thing. Yeah, so. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to shade the screen with, I think I'm gonna use yellow green. Yeah, we're gonna use, well actually we're gonna test it, because if it's not dark enough, I won't use that one for this. It is. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and shade with yellow green, and you guys enjoy the music. All right, y'all. So we have done the branches and some of the leaves, and this is going to be it for the first video. And as you can see, the Prang color pencils are very vibrant. So what you saw in the video is I shaded with two different greens. I shaded with yellow green, and I shaded with green. So I used the yellow green first, and then I went just in the corners, you know, and did some of the edges here where the brown meets that green with the regular green to kind of make it blend a little bit better. So there we have it. Video 1 for Animorphia using Prang color pencils. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. When we come back for the next video, we will work on some more of this foliage. We'll do all of that, all of the green here. We will finish that, and then we can work on the bird. Oh, we're gonna also finish this too, and then we'll work on the bird. So this is gonna be probably 4 to 5 part series because I'm also doing the background in color pencils. I think we will see, and we'll go from there. So until next time, y'all, take care.